Beware of sneaky Pete. Beware of sneaky Pete. I'm going to leave it at that. We're going to talk about this matchup coming up for the super wild card weekend. All right, we'll get into that. Latest in 49ers news, practice report, injury report, Seahawks injury report, all that good stuff right here on the WayneBreezie Show.
Breezy this, breezy that. They know I'm gold-blooded. I got the Niners on my back, you know. Breezy this, breezy that. Ain't nobody working like Breezy, and that's a fact. Overmotivated is an understatement. Gold-blooded to the core, got your squad hating. Breezy make it look easy. Breezy on everything like 05, 067 Wheezy. This is not a gang. Yeah, we faithful in every way. And even though we on the East Coast, very loyal to the Bay. Heavy red and gold every day. And if you really a Niner fan, I know you can relate. Applying pressure with this content like Smaller Bear. We not accepting no slander about Trey, so beware. I stay in exclusively Niner hats. And I always tell the truth, this exclusively Niner facts. Breezy this, breezy that. They know I'm gold-blooded. I got the Niners on my back, you know. Yeah. Breezy this.
I just got the head nod, yo. They know I'm gold-blooded. Got the Niners on my back. What's going on, faithful? I hope you guys had a great night of sleep. Some of you is really early. Some of you is almost midday. You know what I'm saying? But welcome to the WayneBreezie Show. It's Wine Back Wednesday, which means it's the Kahoot Challenge Day. All right, we're going to do a little Kahoot Challenge, 49ers, Seahawks, take you back down memory lane, a little something. Before we get the show started, I told my members I got to show them love. So the first 10 members that I see here on the show, I'm going to give a quick shout out. Jerome is in the house. He was the first member in the house. I see you, T-Jack 478, but the first member in the house was my man Jerome. I'm trying to create like the Senate and the House of Representatives. We gonna get this joint popping over here on the WayneBreezie channel. But Miss Debbie's in the building. Jacqueline Knox is in the building. All right, my man Eddie G is in the building. Christy Marie. All right, 49er Jeff. My girl Peachy Brown is in the building. The one and only Boats is in the building. My uncle Scott Hill. Shout out to the first 10 members that are in here. Everybody else, man, thank y'all so much for being here. I truly appreciate it, man. Listen, we got it's wild card weekend, yo. Like, and the Niners are preparing for war. They're preparing for war. You know, it's win or go home. It's win or go home. You know, and I can't wait to break it down. We're gonna have a couple of special guests. Hopefully, the general manager will be popping in today. I know Travis King is gonna be popping in today. Can't wait to pick his mind and things like that. So we're gonna have a great show. Power Hour. Your boy I got training to do at 12 p.m. So I got to get out of here at 11:59:59. You dig? Let's get through the formalities real quick. Breezy this and Breezy that's available on all musical platforms. So make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that like button, everybody. All right, leave a comment, man. And don't forget, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel and feel free. Listen, we are 121 subscribers away from 2K. Let's get to that 2K number. All right, let's get it popping. All right, subscribe to the WayneBreezie Show on Apple Podcasts as well as Spotify Podcasts and some of your other podcasts that are out there. Don't forget to join the Patreon as well, patreon.com/WayneBreezie. And then shout out to our sponsors all season long, our sponsors and our partners over there at Residency. Make sure you go to www.residency.com. All right, I'm rocking the Alameda. You know what I mean? Use the promo code SFBreezy and save on your purchase today. All right. Listen, we're almost at 2K. 2K is a good number. It's a solid number. Speaking of 2K, we get to 2K, I'll do a giveaway. Every 1,000 we hit, we'll do a giveaway right here on the WayneBreezie Show. All right. So every 1,000 we hit, every time we get to a next K, we'll give away. And I'm talking signed autographed jerseys. We'll be giving stuff away. All right. So let's go ahead and do it. All right. Now listen, games coming up. Peachy, I see your comment out there. It's crazy. Oh, if you're flying today, please be careful. Like our prayers and thoughts are going to anybody that's out there traveling. um like the stuff that's going on in the airlines. I don't know what's going on. It's like a matrix glitch or something like that. All right, so if you guys are out there flying, make sure you guys be careful and just don't overreact. It's they're going to take care of it. They're going to take care of you. Just get to your destination safely. If you're out there flying, all right, just get to your destination safely. That's the only thing that should matter. Luckily I'm not flying today. Hopefully by Friday, all this stuff will be fixed, because you already know I'm telling y'all not to overreact, but you already know your boy Breezy. If he's out there traveling, I will overreact at some point. All right. So that's why I got you guys. Now, listen, we're going to do a super chat segment toward the end of the show. All right. So if you're going to give your super chats, go ahead and make sure you have them come in. I'm going to save them to the end of the show. And it'll be a cool way to kind of like recap what we talked about, especially for those that join the stream a little bit later and they want to know what we talked and your thoughts and whatever it is you guys have to say will be the cool way to recap that. All right. So there'll be a super set chat segment toward the end of the show. All right. So I appreciate that. So comments, questions, all that good stuff. If you want to give it into a super chat, all right, I'll definitely make sure to save those. So don't think I'm not reading y'all super chats. I promise I'm starring them and they will be saved toward the end of the show. All right, we got some cool 49ers, not much in the news, but I do want to talk about some of the accolades. 49ers are putting some things up about the 49ers. Yesterday we were talking about Brock Purdy and should he be a candidate for the rookie of the year. It was a great show, had a great panel on here talking about it, man. It was really cool to hear y'all thoughts and things on that. But look, Brock Purdy is a candidate. It is what it is. And Peter Schrags, man, he from Good Morning Football, NFL Network. These are his top five. His top five. Period. I'm seeing some defenders in there. This is his top five for best rookie performances of 2022. All right, top five best rookie performances of 2022. All right, now listen, I'm looking at this list and I see I'm gonna go backwards. One of my favorite players, you guys know, Aiden Hutchinson, Michigan guy. All right, number five, Garrett Wilson. Number four, Kenneth Walker III, who didn't play the first few games. I'll say the first 4 games of the season because he was on the IR. All right, Kenneth Walker III. Sauce, my man Ahmed Gardner, man. Number 2. Look who's number 1. Brock Purdy is number 1. Now, I want to know what your thoughts are as far as best rookie performances of 2022. Has nothing to do with rookie of the year. This is just best rookie performances of 2022. We'll start the show off with this. But before I do, I got to bring out my guy, the famous, world famous. All right, y'all got to make some noise. Y'all got to stand up for the world famous. You feel me? My man Travis King, all the way from the West Side. What's going on, Playboy?
What's up with it?
Chilling, man. Like it's another day, another dollar, bro. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Listen, man. I didn't get your take on the Brock Purdy Rookie of the Year thing. What are your thoughts about that first? And then I want to know what your take is on Peter Schragg's take of him being just one of the top 5 rookies in the NFL for 2022.
I mean, Brock's doing something that we've never seen. Granted, he's in probably the greatest situation a young rookie quarterback could ever be in.
Context.
So there's 2 sides to the coin, right? I heard you posed the question yesterday. Is the rookie of the year really based off of regular season play only?
Yeah.
And I believe it's supposed to be, but I don't know if that actually happens. I feel like the first round or 2 of the playoffs kind of moved the conversation one way or the other based upon some playoff action, but who knows? He's definitely in the conversation and should be.
Okay.
But I don't think he's gonna get it though. but that's fine. It doesn't matter as long as we win the Super Bowl. That's the only thing I really care about.
Only thing that matters, bro. But how cool is it for a 7th round pick to be in the conversation for rookie of the year?
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know? And you said like there's context to it, right? You said he's put into a situation. Can I ask you a hypothetical without like you getting mad? Because I just want to know real quick, like if Trey Lance was healthy
Hmm.
and let's say they did the same exact things that they did for Jimmy and Brock, which means they acquired CMC. That was the acquisition. Do
Okay.
you think Trey Lance would be as successful? I don't care. I don't want to know about his inaccuracy and all that because we didn't know about Brock either until we saw it. That's so it would be unfair. So, do you think he would still be? Because you brought up the situation. The situation is still the situation. What do you think Trey Lance would be doing in this offense right now if he was healthy?
He absolutely could have the same success. I think Trey Lance's athleticism and skill set, he's got a higher ceiling, so we could even be better. We could be blowing teams out by 40. But there's who knows, man. You just never know. It is a hypothetical, like you said, and I don't know, man. I'm just grateful that Brock is playing well. But
Oh,
I still love Trey Lance though. I'm still a Trey Lance guy. But it's gonna be really hard to not start Brock Purdy once we get this 6 rings. So there's gonna be another. We've already went through several years of quarterback controversy between Trey Lance and
Add
Jimmy G.
ScoMo.
And the new 49er way is going to start to be a quarterback controversy every year. So next year it'll be the Brock Purdy and Trey Lance controversy.
So hear me out. This isn't about who's a better. The question that I was posing wasn't about like who's better. I see everybody saying that Brock Purdy's better than Trey. I mean, of course he is, right? Because you watch Brock Purdy play. You haven't watched Trey Lance play much, so the human eye is going to say I've watched Brock Purdy be successful, right? I watched him make mistakes, but I've also watched him win games. So yeah, I mean it's fair to say that. But I'm just saying, like hypothetically, like if Trey was healthy and he was in this situation, I guess my question it really is, would the 49ers be 13-4 and be second seed and be everything because of the way that this team is built? That's basically what I'm saying.
And I think they can because Brock Purdy came in right at the same time when the defense was clicking on all cylinders,
Facts.
when the offense was getting healthy, when they
Don't be alarmed.
acquired CMC. I'm saying Brock Purdy literally stepped into the greatest situation any rookie quarterback probably ever has of all time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean to answer my own question, I feel like how it was like, how was it before? Like we couldn't just put any quarterback in here to win. That wouldn't have worked. But I feel like the way Trey Lance is set up, he is built to perform well. It comes down to what Kyle Shanahan would do or how he would utilize Trey Lance. But I feel like you said, the defense started gelling. We added CMC. That takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback because it's the same hypothetical question I can ask. Well, how would Brock Purdy play if he didn't have CMC? Because to me, a lot of people feel like CMC is the key to the ignition, right? And so, like, if you take CMC away, Jimmy probably wouldn't have looked as good as he did, and maybe he wouldn't have even gotten hurt. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, so they're just hypotheticals. I'm not trying to start something. I know my Michael Jackson stuff right now. I just a hypothetical because we are going to have to come back and have this conversation a little later on in the season. But some people say that they believe he would because the team is built to win. The team is built to win.
Correct. And I think Kyle Shanahan has changed his play calling throughout the season as well. So he has grown or metamorphed or whatever noun you want to use, but he's the play calling he was running with Trey Lance week 1 and through the first 4 games has been a completely different style of recent. And maybe that's what helped unlock. I don't think it's any one thing. I don't think it's just CMC. I don't think it's just Brock Purdy. I don't, getting George Kittle more red zone targets. It's several things that have just worked out beautifully in our favor.
The cool thing is we got both of these guys for the next 3-4 years. So that's the greatest thing, right? Like you got Brock Purdy and Trey Lance for a long period of time on cheap contracts. So right now, let's focus on trying to get this Super Bowl, get this Lombardi, because it's going to make the conversation a little bit more challenging going into the next couple of seasons. But I think it's a good thing to have. You got Trey. I love the fact that Brock is hot. I love everything that's going on. We got a quick update on the all pro list from Adam Schefter. All right. So this is like a what is it? The inaugural of the defense, the all pro team for 2022. So I'll go ahead and read it off. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about this. 2022 players, all pro first team, quarterback Patrick Mahomes, running back Josh Jacobs, fullback Kyle Juszczyk, wide receivers Justin Jefferson and Devontae Adams. Oh man, we played all these guys this year, huh? Tight end Travis Kelce, left tackle Trent Williams, left guard Joel Botonio, center Jason Kelce, right guard Zach Martin, good old Zach, still playing football, huh? Right tackle Lane Johnson from the Philly Eagles. Edge rusher Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett. There you go. Interior defensive lineman Chris Jones, Aaron Donald. Your nose tackles Dexter Lawrence. Off-ball linebacker Fred Warner and Roquan Smith. Your corner is Patrick Surtain and Darius Slay. Your free safety Minka Fitzpatrick. Strong safety Derwin James Jr. Kick returner Cordell Patterson. Punt returner Kevontae Turpin. And then you got your core special teamers. Your kicker is going to be Jason Myers, punters Tommy Townsend, and long snapper Morgan Fox. So let me just recount. The 49ers have 1, 2, 3, 4 players making the all-pro first team, man. Can we give this team a round of applause? I know this is individual, but it's not. Let's talk about it, Trav. You got the floor, bro. 4 all-pro first-team players. Anybody missing from the 49ers? You feel like this should be another player? Is this list pretty much solid?
It's a good list. It's somewhat of a popularity vote, though.
Okay. You think so? All right. So like who? All right. Who do you feel should be on this list that's not on this list from the Niners?
From the Niners?
Like, because who do you feel outperformed any of these players? Let's go to the wide receivers, because I know a lot of us love Brandon Ayuk, but the 2 receivers.
Yeah, no, Brandon Ayuk is not better than Justin Jefferson to Devontae Adams. I think that's probably the most solid.
So which position we circling right here, bro? Because you got me. Is it the tight end? Because if you I'm just asking.
If it was based on the last 4 to 5 weeks, it would be
I like
Kittle for sure. But I believe Travis Kelce's got to be up there.
Kelce led in yards and touchdowns. Yep.
From the longevity of the entire season, Travis Kelce is. Okay. I mean, I had him in fantasy. He won me the league like damn near single.
See what I'm saying?
Every week.
TK too, right?
Yeah,
I don't know if there's any. I don't see the popularity. Maybe the kick returner Cordell Patterson, because he missed a few games. He was on an IR. Maybe I feel like he didn't have any returns like for touchdowns. So why not give any love to our guy? Maybe
is Minka Fitzpatrick really the best safety in the NFL though?
He's a problem, bro.
I'm not saying he's not a problem.
I can't think of a safety that's better than Minka Fitzpatrick, bro.
Hold on, I gotta go to the. I'm gonna go look something up.
So here's hey, Mr. DJ is in the building. So this is where it gets confusing, bro. Because hey, Mr. DJ says, what about CMC? That's why I'm asking you, like, how is he not on this list?
Is it based off of skill or is it based off of stats?
Peachy said they were voted on by the players. So I don't know. We have to look that up. But Fred's back to all pro. I don't give what nobody say. Fred is back to all pro, yo. Like that's official to me. Like, cause he had all pro, had a slacky season, back to all pro. That's dope. I feel like CMC is Josh Jacobs was a problem. That's why I said don't count him out in that Raiders game. He was a problem. He's a threat in the pass game, threat in the run game. You could take away the run game. He made most of his yards off of passing. But CMC is to me way better.
I mean, skill wise, he's the most lethal running back in the NFL for sure.
So CMC got snubbed from the Pro Bowl and the All Pro. Do you think it might have had to do with the trade because there was a small transition
Yeah,
gap? You know what I mean?
it's got to be the reason why. He
Okay.
basically was irrelevant in our first game. I mean, he got a little bit of run, but nothing critical. Second game, we got destroyed by the Chiefs. And then I don't even think. I mean, he had some okay stats when he was on the Panthers for the first 4 weeks, but I don't think it was anything to ramp and rave about. So we're talking literally 6 games of,
I don't know. He finished the season, I think, with 1,800 all-purpose yards, if I'm not mistaken. Like that's crazy. Oh, he finished the season tough. He finished the season better than Josh Jacobs finished the season, but Josh Jacobs just had a crazy, consistent, like I'm playing for a contract. Somebody gonna pay me to play running back next year type of a season. You know what I'm
the
saying?
reason why I say I think it's somewhat of a popularity vote
Okay.
is because of Josh Jacobs getting it. I feel like people. I mean, don't get me wrong. He played well. He executed. He was a bowling ball. And I'm definitely not one of these Niner fans that just hates on the Raiders to hate on the Raiders. But I feel like people really just think about that one overtime game where he ran the ball the whole field and what was that, like week 15, week
Yeah.
14? You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then that's like what people think about. And then that's just the vote.
Bro. After he ran through and received the touchdown in the same game, he should have just been the best running back for the remainder. Like he should
You're
just
talking
get
about
it.
CMC?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
after he did that,
The hat trick?
yeah, like that should have coined him whatever it is he needed. He should have at least made the first Pro Bowl team, bro. At least,
100%.
at least.
100%.
But it's good. It's good because CMC is gonna be here for the next 3 or 4 years. So this is good. Like this is good stuff. But I think it's a solid list from Adam Schefter. He put this out here. Like you said, it's a solid list. It could be somewhat a popularity contest. That's cool. But
Breezy,
look, yo,
keep the receipts.
okay.
Just keep the receipts.
Say, yo, speaking of that, can we create a musical masterpiece called Receipts or Keep the Receipts?
Keep the receipts. Keep.
I just
Keep the receipts. Yeah, yeah.
Hey, keep the receipts, and then you get to keep the receipt. Like you gotta come in with the Travis King swag, like you know what I mean. Keep the receipts, bro. Like
Keep the
seriously,
receipts. You know we ball.
hey, keep the receipts. You know we own. Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm saying. I hear the melody, bro. Keep the receipts. Now, Trav, before we transition into something else, man, we gonna be out here this weekend in the rain. So you from this area, right? I need to know. Do I need to go to a store and purchase some type of rain gear? Because I need to. I can't have my balls wet, bro. And when I was in
No pun
Chicago,
intended.
bro, when I was in Chicago, bro, I was cold because everything was saturated through my clothes. So I need to know what I need to wear. And before you tell me that, let's let everybody know what you got going on this weekend, bro.
So this Friday, I'm hosting a meet and greet for all the faithful coming in town from out of state. Everybody's been asking me what to do in the Bay Area. I've provided a venue for everyone to come hang out and just kick it. I'm gonna do a show. I'm gonna be performing. We're gonna have Eric Davis signing autographs, the legendary Super Bowl alumni. If you guys don't know who Eric Davis is, there's Google on your cell phone. Go look it up. He's a legend.
We're gonna have to have a side conversation if you don't know who Eric Davis is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you don't know who Eric Davis is, then
Yeah.
Google him, man.
Yeah. Just Google him.
So, with that being said, everybody who's in the Bay, come out for that. But it's to answer your question, it's definitely not going to be as bad as Chicago. I can tell you that right now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
if you weathered the storm, that's not even a storm. That was
That was a bro. I thought I was in it was a monsoon. It
yeah, it was
literally was
basically
a
a
monsoon.
monsoon.
That's
If you
exactly
could
what.
handle that, you'll be fine. But
I was mad though. Just want you to know that I was.
I would definitely wear a jacket with the
Jack.
hood.
Okay.
And the Niners have the team store. You can go purchase
They got
a
an official 49er raincoat type of jacket.
well, they have the Niner ponchos that are cheap, like $10, $12 or something. So you
I got a
wear
poncho.
your jacket and then throw your poncho over it, and you'll be fine. Drink a
All right.
couple beers, take a shot, you'll be solid.
All right, man. That's it. I'm gonna follow the Travis King remedy, yo. You know, and then if I'm feeling some type of way, then it's his fault. It's not my fault because I'm gonna let you know when I'm mad. It's different breezy. Like I'm complaining. You know what I mean? It's that time of the month. It's gonna be that time of the month. I'm telling you. But let's talk about this upcoming game. 49ers looking like they're going into the wild card weekend as healthy as they have ever been, bro. I was looking at the practice report from yesterday. I'll give you guys a quick glance at what's going on, but the practice report looks really good. This is from Matt Mayoko. It says Nick Bosa didn't practice, but you know he's the super duper vet. You know what I'm saying? Ambry Thomas didn't practice as well. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't practice. They're probably going to be all not Nick Bosa, but those two will probably be out. But limited was Armstead, Banks, Flanagan, Files, Dre Greenlaw, Kinlaw, and McCaffrey. Let's talk about these limited guys real quick. Let's talk a little bit about Eric Armstead being limited. Do you think this is more just like you a vet, man, and you had some foot issues all season long, man? Come out here, practice light. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, vet move, safety move.
Yeah, because clearly he's the best defensive tackle on the 49ers. And what about Javon Kinlaw, the other defensive tackle? He was limited as well. Any concerns from you?
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about that. But our D line and our run game has just been so lethal that I'm not as concerned about that as I am our secondary on the deep pass.
Okay. We gonna get right into it. I love it.
I knew that's where you was going, so let's just take it there.
I'm just you know what I mean. Look. Secondary is full intact, so I'm sure you're not concerned from on the Mooney side. So whoever Mooney is covering, let me ask you this: do you feel like he should shadow? And when I say shadow, that means go wherever Demetrius, wherever DK Metcalf go. What is DK Metcalf's real name? You know that? Anybody know his damn name? I know his mama didn't name him DK. I know that. It's got to stand. I don't know why I thought it was Demetrius.
A lot of players, Debo's real name ain't Debo.
Where his name is Tyshawn, but but I just want to know what the DK stand for. Like, BK, British Knights, Burger King, DK, Burger King. I don't know.
I forget. I knew at one point.
Yeah, like when we thought he might get drafted to the 49ers, and then after that, he was just like insignificant.
Imagine Debo and DK same year draft on the Niners.
Bro, that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy.
But then we would have never got Bosa, and then we would have never got Ayuk.
Yeah, that's a good point. 2019, great draft, yo. You draft Nick Bosa, and then you turn around and draft Deebo Samuel like in the second round. Like, that's scary. And they both went to the Super Bowl in their first year. How crazy is that, bro? How crazy is that? That's the impact they have. You shadowing Mooney Ward on DK Metcalf?
Yes, absolutely. 100%.
So his name is DK Lynn Zacharias. You guys are on one. What in the world? Who Googled that? Dion, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. 100%. So in the slot, he's going to the slot.
That's a good point. I trust Jimmy Ward, so
I do too. And it's funny you said that because I trust Jimmy. When Jimmy got to play a top tier offensive player, Jimmy turns up the dog. It's a different dog.
Jimmy has the real beef with DK.
Good point. Good point. Talk about it. You got
For Niner historians, if you date back to when DK has entered the league, him and Jimmy Ward have been at each other's necks off the rip since day one. And so that's the, Charizard, he did a phenomenal job, but I guarantee you, if you ask DK, which Niners DB do you have the most funk with? And he's gonna say Jimmy Ward for sure.
Okay. if you all right, so let's play devil's advocate. You asked Jimmy Ward that question. Which wide receiver do you have the most funk with? Who do you think Jimmy Ward would say? I wish we could get him on the show and ask him himself.
It's probably got to be DK.
I was gonna say DK or DH.
I mean, he funks with everybody. He's just all about that action.
Yeah, but he literally fist for Hopkins, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I still think it's DK.
Okay. All right.
Their language on the field repetitively for several years. How many years? This 4 years now?
Yeah, Jimmy.
I'm talking about one incident versus.
But that incident, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, and I don't mind being wrong. I feel like I don't remember Hopkins like playing against Ward. Like I don't remember seeing that matchup ever. Like after that incident, and I know Ward plays safety, so he's either helping over the top or in the run game, but they kind of keep them two away from each other. I think it's still bad. And did Hopkins even play? Hopkins didn't even play this year against Jimmy Ward on the field. He missed the first game because of the suspension, and then the second game,
he was scared.
That's what I'm trying to say.
hey, Nick Bosa.
That's my point. I'm trying to tell you. So I think Ward in his head. So I think that beef might be even, or maybe he conquered that beef and he moved on to a young whippersnapper. I don't know, but I guess what, the beef's gonna be on the field this weekend, and so in that slot, who wins that matchup?
Jimmy Ward.
Overall, and we're not talking about one pass, guys.
Jimmy Ward. Jimmy
so
Ward
10 passes
is a man amongst men.
All right, let me tell you, 10 throws. No, that's too many targets. 3 targets in the slot. Jimmy wins, is what you're saying.
Yeah, 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. I like it. 66%. That's 66% of incompletion. I like it. I like
it. And even that one that's gonna be caught is gonna be for like 8 yards.
So you said you giving him 8 yards. I'll be giving him 3 yards.
You're talking about solely in the slot.
I'm just saying three targets in the slot, because you figure he's gonna get 8 to 9 to 10 targets this game, right?
No, he's not.
I think he'll get the targets. I don't think he'll get the receptions. I'm targeting my number one, yo. I ain't got nothing to lose, and we win or go home. I got to target my number one. You got to target the number one, which is what we want him to do.
I just also think that the Seahawks are going to get steamrolled. Embarrassingly.
Yeah, I agree 1,467%. My man, I don't know if this is D or V, but he says, Breezy, there's nothing you could do about that weather in Chi-Town. Bro, it was so bad though. The rain just went through it went through my skin. It was in my blood. The rain was bad. And it only rained bad when it was time for the Niners to do something. Other than that, it was cool. I didn't expect it. And then it was the wind and all that type of stuff. But Travis said it's not going to be that bad.
No way. Not a chance in hell.
So y'all don't get the same type of winds, is what you're saying. Because the wind makes it worse.
No, how bad was the wind? Let's start there. What was the miles per hour?
I don't know that by heart, but it was bad, bro. It made you not want to watch the game.
The Bay is not like Chicago.
See? That's what that's what he's saying.
First and foremost, it doesn't snow in the Bay. Does it snow in Chicago?
Yes.
It does, right? Yeah. So that just tells you a level of lower altitude in general.
That makes perfect sense. Listen, friend, Francisco says, Francisco Paco, and he plays. Is that you playing? That could be. But at us. Up until now, we've beaten the Sea Chickens with all 3 quarterbacks. Okay. Did we beat them with Trey Lance?
No.
No. He started the game, but
Oh, he's talking about last year.
could be. Did we beat him with Trey Lance last year too? I don't remember beating. I remember we got swept by Seattle last year, so I don't remember beating them with Trey. This time we're gonna beat them so bad. This is what you were saying, Trav. We're gonna put in JJ at the end, and that's Josh Johnson, and they will have played all 4 of the quarterbacks. I like that. So I don't know if we beat them with all 3 quarterbacks, but we definitely played them with all 3 quarterbacks. You know. And so yeah, it's it is what it is. But good comment, man. I appreciate that. I try to pick him out. You know what I'm saying? Trey got the start, but he didn't finish. He ended up getting injured. Breaking news, Peachy's on it. DeMar Hamlin, all right, safety from the Buffalo Bills, has been released from the Buffalo hospital, and he's finally heading home. This is a praise report. This is a praise dance, praise break, whatever it is you guys got to do. This young man is going home. He's going home, and that's really good to know, man. Thank you. I'm just so happy that this kid he was able to be strong mentally, physically, and you can't tell me that the power of prayer. I mean, when the whole nation, whether you a believer or not, you prayed, right? Because
Absolutely.
you just didn't want to see a young man like lose their life in that type of way. And this is great news. This is great news. And now football, can get not saying that this is bad, but football they could focus on football because I didn't want this.
We could breathe now.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's the best way to say it.
That's the best way to say it.
You was like holding your breath.
You didn't
waiting
know
to hear what was gonna happen.
I agree.
Now there's a sense of relief.
I agree.
And Josh, not Josh Jacobs, Josh Allen, the quarterback for the Bills, came out and said that his father called the team and said, "You boys better get back on the field and go win for my son." So,
what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is dope. All right. So, other breaking news going around in the NFL. I'll just talk about this. So, Mike LaFleur. Are you familiar with Mike LaFleur?
Not really.
All right. So he used to be with the Niners. And he was part of the, Kyle Shanahan, I'm gonna train you guys up. Yeah, man. Guess what? He's just been released from the Jets.
Really?
Yeah, they let him go.
What
Can he possibly be making a return back to the Bay?
What was his title?
He was the offensive coordinator there. We don't have an offensive coordinator. He made Mike McDaniel the offensive coordinator last year. This is Kyle Shanahan's guy. This ain't no conspiracy. This can actually happen. There's a lineage here. Kyle likes his men. Pause. You know what I'm trying to say, right? He has his people. I'm trying to say. Okay. Love everybody. Okay. We're gonna keep it moving. And so there's a possibility, okay, that Mike LaFleur can be back with Kyle Shanahan and running the offense. Who Kyle only trusts, and I make up my own words, he only trusts his people. That's his people. Shut up, Kylie. I knew the joints was coming.
I don't know, man. I don't think Kyle's worried about that at all. Well, I mean, he's killing it right now. This might be the best offensive play calling. Maybe it's because the addition of CMC and the quarterback consistency now with Brock Purdy. I don't know what it is, but he's on fire right now, and I don't think he wants to pass that clipboard off to anybody.
I hear you, bro, but this is his man's. This is his man's, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna go shoot pool and drink a beer, but I don't know if he's about to just go.
I hear you, bro.
Hand him the keys to the castle.
I hear you. It's not that. Kyle, you know damn well, like I know. If you was my, I have.
Oh,
what I miss? What you got?
Tua just got ruled out.
Dolphins are done.
Yeah, Dolphins are done.
Now wait, is Bridgewater gonna play?
Probably not.
Dolphins are done. So can I make a who are your Super Bowl predictions? I don't want to know who's gonna win, but who are the 2 teams you got going to the Super Bowl?
Bengals, Niners.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? Right. So, like, I all season long, before the season, I'm a before the season predicting type of person, and I like to rock out with it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Is there any circumstances I could change up anything if something detrimental happened? Like, for example, I picked the Baltimore Ravens. I just got word that he ain't playing, and you know who he is. Can I change that team? Is that okay?
You can do whatever the hell you want.
I know, but you know, I like to stick to my guns. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah,
There's
you
too
talk,
much. There's too many things that happen throughout the duration of a season.
I just needed
For
to hear that from you. That's all I wanted to know. I just wanted to know if I can. I'm changing
live
my team.
live your best life. Do whatever you want.
All right. So since you going with the Bengals, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I want the rematch. I want to whip Patrick Mahomes' ass so we never have to worry about them again. Niners, Chiefs, Super Bowl.
I'm with it. I'm with all the noise.
Okay, so Travis said I could change it. Y'all can't say nothing to me. If y'all want to give me shit, y'all got to give him shit because he said I could do it. He told me to live my best life. Listen, I was all for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson not playing. It's clear as present danger he not playing. So I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes, Brock Purdy. Here's why I picked the Chiefs though. It's there's the style of play of the two quarterbacks is so similar, right? I'm not saying Brock Purdy is Patrick Mahomes.
I think you just want revenge, and that's it.
I definitely want revenge, but I do like the style of the play. I feel like I'm as confident as in Brock as these other people are confident, like how Patrick Mahomes, because the play is like it's like never dead. Patrick Mahomes takes sacks, and then next thing you know, on a 2nd and 37, he throws a first down. We've seen Brock do it too. So it's like, okay, I'm confident in what Brock can do because his ability to just play quarterback. It's not just stand in the pocket, take the sack, hand the ball off. No, when he see a play, he's trying to make a play. That's the only thing that's what separates Patrick Mahomes from all these other quarterbacks. And Josh Allen is
No,
there.
Josh Allen too.
Yeah, Josh Allen is right there too. You know what I'm saying?
So's Lamar Jackson, but he's not as
He's just not as I got you.
he's not as good, but he's up there. He
Yeah,
has different skill sets. He has different tools in his shed.
and that's why I was going with the Ravens. If they have built their defense, which they did, to where it is, and they get Lamar Jackson, who doesn't really struggles in the playoffs, but if they get Lamar Jackson there, I thought sky was going to be the limit for them. My man D says that the Giants Niners NFC Championship, I don't think this is possible because of them being a lower seed, right? And then they would have to play the higher seed. But no, it could be possible, I guess.
Hold on, I can tell you how.
See, that's why I got you here, bro. Who is this? JPZ 901. Where'd I get this hoodie? This hoodie is like 5 years old, and it was from the 49ers site. You know, this is before I started getting sponsorships and I had to pay full price for everything in life. So this hoodie's old.
So this is how it could happen. If the Niners beat the Seahawks and
Okay.
then the Giants beat the Vikings,
Okay.
okay, then the Giants would then have to go beat the Eagles.
Ooh.
And the Niners would play the winner of the Cowboys and Bucks game. So Niners move up. They play either the Cowboys or the Bucks.
Okay.
And then the Giants beat the Eagles in the divisional round, and then they would face each other in the NFC Championship game.
All right. So there's a possibility that it can happen.
It's not going to happen though.
It's not. It's not going to happen.
It's not unless Jalen Hurts gets worse and doesn't play at all. Then it could definitely happen. I actually do have the Giants pegged to beat the Vikings, though. Believe it or not.
So am I. I mean,
Vikings are overrated.
I think they are too, and they can get
This whole NFC is overrated, man. The whole NFC is overrated.
Are we overrated?
No, we're the only I know it sounds biased. I know it sounds biased, bro. It sounds biased. And anyone who's not a Niner fan who's watching this right now is like, these mother bleeping Niner fans, they just riding their own. I'm a realist, man. I'm a realist, okay?
Well, you said the whole NFC was overrated, so I was just curious, are the Niners in that conversation? Because, I feel like the Cowboys are overrated. I feel like the Eagles are overrated. I feel like the Vikings are overrated. I feel like the underrated Bucks. It's just Tom Brady. I'm not worried. I just feel like he's still here. Like, get his ass out. Same way I didn't want Aaron Rodgers in these playoffs either. I just didn't want them guys in here. But you still let the old head in.
I don't think it
Somehow
matters, man.
it
Everybody
doesn't
getting
matter.
steamrolled.
It,
Everybody
do-
getting ran over.
it doesn't
I've been
matter.
to damn near every playoff game the past 2 years, man. It doesn't matter who you throw in front of us. They get clapped.
They need to hear that.
They get clapped. Aaron Rodgers did nothing in Lambeau last year in the snow. I mean,
Nope.
granted, our offense didn't do nothing either. Jimmy
Yeah,
G was a
but that's
statue.
their home, though. That's their home. They were
Yeah, and
supposed to do something.
yeah, no, they were definitely supposed to do something, and they got smacked. And the Cowboys, I was at the Cowboy game in Dallas, the Niners and Cowboy game, and they got beat for 3.5 quarters and had a lucky little stunt in the fourth quarter. But that game was over way in the first half.
Look,
The Niners are a playoff team, man. We're good. We're going to the ship. Mark my
hands down.
words.
Hands down. Listen, guys, if you're giving super chat contributions, thank you so much. I promise it's going to be a segment where we're going to go back and forth and answer and respond to the super chat contributions. So don't be alarmed. We're not overlooking them. They're being starred and they're being stored until the end of the show. Now, it's Wednesday, so it's Wind Back Wednesday, bro. I want you to give me a moment. If you can dig back into a moment, one of your wind back moments of 49ers versus Seahawks, what's the first thing that comes to your memory, bro? I know I'm putting you on the spot. Anything could be a play, could be a scenario, could be a game. It doesn't have to be super specific, yo.
It's a sad moment. That's why I put my head down.
That's fine, because I saw a lot of people's, man, and it's gonna pop up in the chat in about 3, 2, 1. Hit him with it.
The memory that strikes most in my brain is that Crabtree interception, Richard Sherman at the end of the game. I had a fat party at my house, man. I had about literally 50, 60 people at my house.
Here they go.
I was so angry.
Here they go.
When that happened, I went into my bedroom and closed the door and didn't come out the rest of the night. With 50 to 60 people at my house, I just went to bed, closed the door, and didn't come out.
Here's the thing, bro. I did the same thing you did. As a matter of fact, my wife threw me a surprise party, but she turned it into an event to where I had to play. I'm in a whole different city. Bro, I left my music equipment. I left my wife. I left the party, and I just left. So I did worse than you, bro. I left. I was out. I was so angry that somebody was going to get punched, or it didn't matter who it was. Something was going to happen, and I was going to go to jail because of that. That would have been my moment too, bro. A lot of stuff happened in that game. It wasn't just that. It was a lot. There's a bunch of questions that went unanswered. How do you have Frank Gore and you don't give it to him once?
Yeah, man.
Now, you didn't cry like a little bee. That's not what it is. Nah, you cry like a man because you ain't understand the shit. Like, let's keep it a buck. Like, you cry because it didn't make sense. That's not crying like a little bee. You cry because it didn't make sense to you in your head. You couldn't figure out, like I couldn't figure out how we got we started the game off with like Aldon Smith just going berserk on Russell Wilson. I'm like, this is the game. This is the game. It didn't end like that. And then you got to get to the tragic moments. And then you got to get to the Bowman injuries. And then
it's just all bad stuff.
I felt like we were cursed, bro. Like, and ever since then, I think that was the moment we really hated Seattle.
Yeah,
because the Bowman injury and the disrespect from their fan base, it wasn't even the team. It was the fans. It was the 12th man, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, man. I'm sure everybody has that wind back moment. And I don't mean to bring this up. Sometimes you're going to get the really good wind back moments where you remember the 5 touchdown game or, Jerry Rice getting 377 yards or whatever. I'm making stuff up, but you know what I'm trying to say. But then there's those moments, man, when, Gold-blooded said, that ain't no reason to cry, man up. You man up. Listen, let people cry. That's the problem. Y'all keep telling men they can't cry, then they go up and shoot out the world. Nah, cry. Get them tears out. Whatever emotions is you got to do, get them out. However you got to do it, get it out. Like, you can handle it differently, Gold-blooded. But people were crying for real. They were crying for real. Crazy moment. All right, so let's get into some of this moments, and then I got to get into this trivia because I got to go to I got training for my professorship job that I'm going to be taking on during the off season, man. So let's get to this game. 49ers, Seahawks, third time. Any concerns about this matchup? Like, give me at least one concern.
Just the referees.
Ooh, didn't think about it like that. Forgot about them. I totally forgot about them. They will make or break this game, bro.
Yeah, Vegas. That's a real thing.
I forgot about that too. I forgot that it's all connected. Yo, I swear to goodness, bro. When I go to a game and I'm getting ready for a game, I'm really only ready for the game, and it's not until after the game to where I start factoring in all the other variables. I'm trying not to factor in any of those variables, but they are variables that can make or break the game. Make or break the game. Referees, guys, pay attention. Pay attention to how the game is called. Like, all right, the Raiders game, right? Because we were there. The beginning of the game, the coin toss, bro, let me know that game was going to go weird. If you don't believe me, hit up Peachy and ask her that coin toss. I said, yo, this is not going to be a good game. The refs got the coin toss wrong at the beginning of the game. I said, this is not going to be good. And next thing you know, the defense was... I'm telling you, yo, make or break the game. 49ers are going to have to face that type of adversity, and they're going to have to figure out how to overcome it. The good news is they figured they did it lately, like really like a couple of games ago where they had to figure that out. So you're right. If I had to give you a concern, it would be about this guy, this coach that we're talking about on today's show, the Sneaky Pete. You know, he went out. Did you get a chance to hear what he said? Just curious.
Yeah.
Just in case they didn't, let's pull it up.
This crew, and they played a fantastic football game to get the win, to give us the chance. So
he's talking about the
we're
Niners.
going to try to do something with it. Unfortunately, we're playing the Niners, and they're loaded and healthy and on a roll and about as hot as you could possibly get, and doing it in a really commanding fashion too. You know, with the young quarterback who's doing so well, just kind of would buck the odds. You know, that everybody would think you could do that, and everybody in the media anyway. So we'll see how we get our guys back for this weekend. It's coming up quick with the Saturday ball game, and we've already started our week and we're underway.
Do you sense any nervousness from Pete Carroll having to play the 49ers for the third time? That's the poll question too today, by the way. How nervous is Pete Carroll about this game? Do you sense any of that from him from this? Because he definitely propped up the 49ers more than any media, any other team, more than he has in the past. Usually he fired up and he's saying some bad stuff. What are your thoughts?
I think Pete's a pretty genuine guy and wears his heart on his sleeve.
Okay.
I mean, he's just stating the obvious, which everybody already power ranks the Niners in the top 3 anyways. But more importantly, I think Pete is doing his best not to give the Niner players any bulletin board motivation. He's trying to keep them at least fired up as possible.
Yeah, I got you.
That's all I think it is. I think he's legit scared, and I think he's pretty sure that next Sunday he's going to be sitting on the couch eating popcorn. But he's going to do everything he can to play the nice and gentle guy, so the players, the Niners, don't want to come out and just rip their heads off. But they're going to do that anyway, so it don't matter.
This is funny, yo. Sean neighbor Gall says, Pete's not nervous to Seahawks are playing. They're playing with house money, and I never even thought about this. Like,
yeah, they are playing with house money.
They not supposed to be here, bro. Like,
I mean,
they not.
No, I mean, definitely at the beginning of the season, no one would have bet that they would have went to the playoffs.
And they traded away Dangerous, and they were looking to rebuild like from there. And next thing you know, they had a schedule lined up and they won the games that they were supposed to win. And then they lost what, 4 straight before even getting here. Then they get a little help from the Lions. If the Lions don't win, they not in.
Yeah.
So you got to look at it. They weren't looking to push for the playoff. They were looking to rebuild. They got picks, bro.
Yeah, I don't care what you say though. I don't care if you're playing with house money. Nobody wants to go into a playoff game and get smacked by 14, 21 points. That's embarrassing. And you don't want to be a laughing stock heading into the offseason. So yes, you're nervous about getting absolutely wrecked.
Good point. Great point. Hey, listen, great point, man. Look, I got to do this thing real quick, man. If you got to dip out and run out, man, it's all good. I'm
Yeah, I
about
got to
to
get
do
up
this.
out of here.
No problem. Everybody, thank Travis King for being on. Round of applause to you, bro. I'll see you Friday.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Hey, anybody coming out, we're going to celebrate WayneBreezie's birthday too. So,
Hey, the birthday boy will
Wayne
be
got
in
the
the building.
birthday boy in the building. Let's go.
Let's go, bro. Appreciate you. Love you, man. See you this weekend.
All right, y'all. All right, Niners, let's get it.
Let's get it, baby. Peace. Guys, I didn't forget about you. I it's the giveaway Wednesday. We're gonna give away a football card. Let's go ahead and get this Kahoot challenge going on really quickly. If you guys want to participate, you already know how to do so. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm gonna read the pin to you, and I'm also going to put the pin on the screen for you. The number is 317-8244. 317-8244. 317-8244. That is the pin for the Kahoot challenge. All right. Make sure you guys go ahead and put that into your Kahoot. Go to kahoot.it for those that don't know. www.kahoot.it. You do not have to sign up. Okay. All you got to do is click on the link, put that pin number in there as well. I'll go ahead and get the screen share for you guys. Let's get this popping, man. All right, it's only 5 questions, so it's going to be relatively quick. I'll read the super chats, answer the poll question, read the poll responses, and then we'll go ahead and get up out of here, man. Wish your boy luck, man. I got training today. If you guys didn't hear the breaking news last night, your boy Breezy is going to be getting back into the education field, and I'm going to be a college professor. I'm going to be teaching a couple of days a week, so the WayneBreezie show will be 3 times a week starting next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll be teaching on Tuesdays and Thursdays, sports management to some young, inquisitive minds. It's going to be really cool. I just love enlightened people, like, and children are, even though they're young adults now, those are the best minds that kind of like shape and make. So, man, wish me luck on that. Appreciate all the love and support that I'm getting from everybody on the stream. Please hit that like button. All right. And don't forget to subscribe. We got to get this channel 2K and beyond. We're pushing to get to 2K. I'll do a giveaway for every 1,000 we reach. All right. I'll do a giveaway for every 1,000 we reach. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the WayneBreezie show. Hopefully I can get John Chapman on here before we dip out and head out to the game. Listen again, the flights are supposed to be resuming very shortly. So if you out there flying, all right, it is what it is. But be careful out there. All right. We're going to be starting this in the next 60 seconds. All right. Going to click start in 60 seconds. So if you're in, you're in. If you're not, you're not. I see we got 16 to 17 people. We're going to go ahead and rock. You got about 30 seconds because I got to jump off here very shortly. Here we go. 5 questions. I'll go ahead and preface them for you. Let me share the screen. Here we go. Super wild card. Here it is. True or false? The 49ers lead the regular series between the Seahawks. So the 49ers lead the regular season series between the Seahawks. Do the 49ers have more wins or more losses? John V. John, you ain't slick today. Madden will be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. So you tune back into the channel, and we're going to do the Madden simulation. And it's going to be a wild card simulation, so it's going to be crazy. All right. The answer was false. The Seahawks are leading big time, too. It's not even close. All right. So the answer is false. Let's take a quick look at our winners. I know my man Raj is like, Breezy, get your behind here. You late. Coach Cruz is in the lead. All right. Troy's in second. All right. Here we go. How many times have the 49ers played the Seahawks in the playoffs? How many times? There it is, guys. I'm sorry. 0, 1, 2, 3. How many times have the 49ers played the Seahawks in the playoff? 0, 1, 2, or 3 times. Okay, 0, 1, 2, or 3 times. Again, Madden today, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right. Hopefully, it'll help you guys get through your workday over there out there on the West Coast. All right. All right. The answer was 1. It was 2013. It was the NFC Championship game. So shout out to those that got that right. Let's keep it moving. We got 3 more questions. Don't forget, there's some double point questions. Coach Cruz, Jack, Boats, Troy, Woke Niner recap, top 5. Here we go. Double points. Told you it was a double points. Which 49er scored a receiving touchdown against the Seahawks on September 18th, 2022? Which 49er scored a receiving touchdown? Kyle Juszczyk, Ross Dwelly, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk. All right. Which 49er scored a touchdown? Eddie G, thank you so much for the congratulations, man. I appreciate it. Yes, I will be covering the Senior Bowl right here on the WayneBreezie Entertainment Network. So make sure you guys check that out. I'll be out there starting January 30th. The 31st is when I'll be doing my interviews and stuff. So I will be pressed. Shout out to everybody at 49ers Web Zone as well. I'll be covering for Web Zone as well as for the WayneBreezie Entertainment Network at the Reese Senior Bowl this year. The answer was Ross Dwelly. Hope you guys got that one right. Only 5 of you got that right. I tried to put the picture to give you a hint. Coach Cruz, Jack, Talib, Rothesis, and John V. Top 5. It's really close with the top 2. Got 2 more questions. Which 49ers lead the team in total tackles? Which team led the team in total tackles? All right. Against the Seahawks. It should say led. Some people spell led with the A. It should be LED. Against the Seahawks on December 15th. We were just at that game. All right. Which one was it? And let's see if you guys can get the answer before the picture pops up. And then there it goes. The quicker that gets it right, the quicker that gets it, get the points. All right. The higher the points. Which 49er? All right. For those still guessing, the answer is Fred Warner. Okay. Just want you to know that the answer is Fred Warner. All right. And here we go. If you picked Deommodore Lenoir, you got that right. There was only one person that got that right. Get out of here. He had 10 total tackles in that game, guys. Yes, Demo, 10 total tackles. What's going on, Alyssa? How you doing? You watched the 49er Madden. Good. I hope you tune in today at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It'll be on and popping again. We got one more question, and nobody moved from the top 5. Even Coach Cruz got that wrong. Double points. Which former Seahawks player joined the 49ers in 2018? I probably got this wrong. It's probably 2019. But y'all get the hint. Who was it? Oh, you're a Seahawks fan. Oh, snap. PS5. It's going to be PS5. Silent Night, I'm on the way. I promise. Give me 3 minutes. I'm on the way. I see you guys got to put your thinking caps on, don't you? I hope you guys can spell out there. The answer was Red Richard Sherman, all right? If you looked at them, they're spelled differently, okay? If you look at them, they're spelled differently. Let's see who the winner is today. Matter of fact, it's going to be a Richard Sherman card. I can tell you that right now from the 49ers, of course. Talib J came in 3rd. Jack came in 2nd. And our first place winner is Coach Cruz. Give that man a round of applause. Coach Cruz be winning them, man. He be winning them. Shout out to Coach Cruz. Appreciate you guys for playing. Again, we do this every Wednesday, and I'm going to continue to go. It's part of the way. It's part of my learning and teaching. I like to have fun with my students. Every Wednesday, we used to do like a Kahoot challenge just to get their brains going, and they used to have fun. And it was my assessment day. All right, it was a way of assessing them. Coach Cruz, you're the winner. You know, I already know your information. I'll make sure I get that out to you. You're going to get a Richard Sherman card for that. All right, listen, which Richard Sherman? It's going to be a 49er one. I can tell you that right now. I have 0 other cards other than 49ers. All right. Congratulations to Coach Cruz again and again. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to this poll question. I got to end the show up. Then I got a couple of super chats that I'm going to read for the super chat segment. Select how nervous Pete Carroll is. And 34% said not nervous at all, which is the highest percentage. We had over 170 votes. All right, 34% said not nervous, which means you know for a fact that man is being sneaky. All right, he's being sneaky. So pay attention to Pete Watch out. Here's my advice for the 49ers. Watch out. Not even watch out, because you can't watch out. Be prepared for trick plays. All right. You got a wince of a trick play last week. Be prepared, because the thing about Coach Carroll is you're not going to know when it's going to happen. You just don't know when it's going to pop up. But be ready for that, because that's what's going to happen, especially if the 49ers are out there doing what they're supposed to do, executing, have a lead. Be ready. Boy Scouts motto, be ready. You got to be ready. Couple of contributions I wanted to read. Shout out to Miss Jacqueline Knox. She gets the foghorn. She says, good morning, Breezie and family. Now, I need y'all to follow my lead and send Breezie a super chat. And if I can, I'm on a plane. I know y'all can't wait. You're on an airplane? I'm hoping you're safe, because I'm reading this news about this airplane stuff. Please let us know that you are safe. We're parting the sea this Saturday. Thank you, Miss Jacqueline Knox, for the super chat contribution. And then last but not least, another foghorn. 49er bang for life. What up, Wayne? You're doing a good job, bro. Mad we didn't link at the Raiders game. I'm with you. I want that smoke. Give me the Chiefs revenge back Super Bowl. Hey, man, thank you for the super chat contribution. Yes, listen, I apologize. Listen, I want to meet up with everybody. I can tell you that right now. When I get to a game, I get there before the game. I get there on a Friday, and I'm set up to work for Saturday and Sunday. So people probably like, what do you mean work? Well, here we go. So this weekend, myself, the great Mr. John Chapman, and the 49ers Rush Road Trip team are putting on a tailgate event. Now, listen, I want you, if you're going to be at the game, you're going to want to be at this tailgate event. Because if you like free stuff, if you like giveaways, if you like all that type of stuff, all you got to do is buy a ticket and show up. You're going to automatically get a free raffle ticket to win one of the jerseys. You can always purchase more raffle tickets if you want to win some of the autograph memorabilia that we're going to have there. We're going to be in Blue Lot number 1. All the food and drinks you can eat. It starts at 10. We're shutting down at 12 p.m. because we're going to be doing the walk over to the stadium from Blue Lot 1. It's going to be in the southeast corner of the Blue Lot. There is a map right there. Screenshot this. If you need the flyer, hit me up in the DMs. I'll send it to you. You got to get your tickets right now. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. They will go up on the day of the event. So if you're going to be there and you want to sing in the rain with your boy Breezie, make sure you get your tickets right now. 49ersrushroadtrip.com. That's where I'll be this weekend. If you want to meet up, that's where I'll be. If we have to meet up elsewhere, good luck, because once I get into the stadium, they pull me in 150,000 ways, bro. I love everybody out there. I truly appreciate you. I'm on my way to training because I know I'm getting cursed out right now. Stay up, stay faithful, always keep it nitty gritty. And most important, man, I love you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for watching. Peace out.